Hi all, and welcome to the world of the all singing, all dancing Multiwii SE version 2. It's a little board that controls a quad or whatever you own, a tri or anything like that, and it does all the return to home, auto leveling, and horizon mode and all that. It's the latest edition of it. I've been having a few teething problems with it, and it's starting to do my head in on the quiet. So I'm making this video so I can actually show people what I've done and what's happening, the problems I'm having. So if anyone's got any ideas, it'd be nice to hear from you, or if anyone's having problems with this board as well, they'd be able to sort of use this as a bit of a reference. So this is my board. Don't know if you can see that. I mean, the video might be a little bit fuzzy in places because I'm trying to video it and show you at the same time, but I'm hoping this video will be of use and help to me if anyone's interested. Right, down to radio settings. As you can see, I've got my endpoints now. I've got the throttle at 110 and the rudder at 110. The reason I've had to do this is because when you arm it by sliding this one across, that arms it, that disarms it. Basically that works fine, as I'll show you now, but I still have a problem with it. So if you bear with me with the camera, plug it in, you hear a beep. Right, that's it ready. Now I arm it by moving that one to one side. Right, there she is armed. Now if I slide it across to that way, it's disarmed. Now the problem I'm having is the yaw is the wrong way around. So when I take off and I try to correct it, it's going the wrong way. So therefore I have to go into the reverse section, and I have to reverse the throttle as well. Sorry, the rudder. So when I reverse the rudder, this is the problem I'm getting. So arm it, nothing. Because I've reversed the rudder, the throttle is now, this side is not arming it anymore. So I've got to go this way to arm it. Now the problem I'm getting now is I can't disarm it because I've gone that way. It won't disarm that way. And it also won't disarm, well, it did that time. Right, now to plug it into the GUI at the computer and work it through the GUI, got my brother's FTDI board there, which basically plugs it into the computer. So you plug in the board there in the right socket, plug it into your USB in your computer, and then that powers the board up. The blue light will flash a couple of times and then it will stop. You have a red and green light on all the time. Your sat-nav board or your GPS board will just be flashing like that at the moment until you go outside, and then it'll pick up satellites and that will flash 3 times fast, then off, and 3 times fast, then off, and carry on doing that. Your actual GPS board has got a green light on it, which is a steady light on all the time, just showing you there's power going to it. Right, now we'll fire up the GUI and I'll show you what controls I have. Right, this is the GUI. Hope it's clear enough. Basically I just want to show you what settings I pick up when I do anything with mine. So first we find out what COM it is, which is COM 3. Open the COM up, start the board up. This is the stock settings that came with my sketch. You got the roll and pitch and everything. It's set as it was, so I, I've left it at that. I haven't put no auxiliaries in yet because I'm not sure which one's put in yet. I have got something from a friend on the forum, so I'm going to put them in, but at the moment I'm just interested in getting all the motors running right. Right, I'm going to connect my motors now and show you what happens. So everything's on. I'm now going to connect the battery up. When it bleeps, you know the motors are armed. So basically, arm the motors. Right, as you can see, I've got a steady 1150 on each motor, which is good. I had to calibrate the motors to get that, as you can see, so everyone's running at 1150. I've set all these pitch roll yaw in the sub trim, so that I had to mess around all my sub trims in my radio to get them around the 1500 mark. I see the yaw is reading slightly different now, so I shall correct that 1 second. Right, back again. As you can see, I've corrected them now. I've put all these here around the 1500 mark with the sub trim in your radio, so hopefully I've done right there. If anyone knows any different, then some advice would be nice. So if I open the motors up a little bit, I've managed to get them all running pretty evenly. This one here was running slow at one time, but and so was this one, but by moving these I seem to have worked that out and got it working okay. So we give it full throttle and they're all running roughly near the 1800 mark, which is good. So I'm pleased with that. So disarm it again. I've got my arm and disarm back to front now because I've had to switch my yaw around the other way. So right, so basically if you lift your quad up, you can see everything moving. I've noticed that when you turn it to the right, the roll goes to the right, but the horizon seems to go to the left. Well, I've noticed on a picture I was sent that that does actually happen on these as well, so that must be right. As long as you can check this out down here, so we'll have it, I'll get it facing up. Right, so if I want to go forward now, that'd be forward, that'd be backward, just a little bit there, and then you want to go that way and that way. So they all seem to be working okay. The compass seems to be working okay and everything there. So that's what all my settings is. I'll just put the propellers on now and show you what problem I'm having with that setup as it is. Right, back again. I'm hoping you can see this from this video. I'm basically going to show you what happens. I mean, I've showed you all the settings I've got, and all the motors seem to be running the right speeds and everything. But this is what happens when I'm firing up the actual, trying to just do a basic fly, just with acceleration, no putting any inputs into it, and this is what happens. So we'll armour up. Right, they're ticking over perfectly. There's no one motor going slow or nothing. So we'll just give it a little bit of throttle now, and if you watch, it just turns. That's all I seem to get. I can't, if I take off high, or I can't go high and near obviously because there's not enough room, but if I try and I'll try and do it a bit quicker this time so you can see it go. All it seems to want to do is turn. So this is the problem I'm having. I mean, it's not a big fast turn, but it's a turn, and it's very hard. I mean, if you're outside, it starts travelling across the field, and it just chews into the ground in the end. So so basically that's my problem at the moment. Everything else seems to be working okay. my lefts and rights seem to be working and everything. Well, quick summary, basically I take off and it starts spinning, say, anti-clockwise. I try, if I've got time, I try and go clockwise to bring it back into line, and it just goes faster that same way. If I drop it back down on the ground, I can take off and it might go anti-clockwise, might be clockwise. It's so unpredictable what it's going to do. So basically I'm stuck at this stage. So if anyone's got any help, or anyone knows, can think of a reason, whether it's in the sketch or they've had the problem or anything like that, I'd be very grateful if any help they can give. Alright, thanks for watching, bye.